What's up, everybody? My name's Pantspace, and today I just want to talk about the Sim and Tier 9. I was going to put out a video talking about the gear that we want from Tier 9, the different tier sets, the different items, and talk about our BIS list. But something that I realized is that the Sim wasn't actually working properly, and that was having a huge influence over the information that I was going to share with you. And thank God that I believe Kiwi and Apple posted a set in the Shadow Discord, because if he hadn't, I would have given out a lot of wrong information today, and that would have been really embarrassing. So let's just kind of talk about that and just make sure that nobody else makes that same mistake. So the thing about Trial of the Grand Crusader is that there's two versions of every item. They have the same stats, but Horde and Alliance have different versions. This is true for, Reign of the Dead is called Reign of the Unliving, I believe, right? So for Horde and Alliance. Same thing is true for tier sets. For tier sets, we have the Zabra set for Priest, that's Horde, and then we have the Velen set, that's Alliance. Now you can see this set I have simmed at 11.3K. It's not a BIS setup or anything, it's just for an example here. But 11.3K using the Zabra set. Now if I go to this set, which is the same exact items, just using the Velen set, so again, just the Alliance version of the set bonus, you would expect the sim to be the same, right? But when I hit sim, you can see something is off. It's about what, 350 DPS less. Oh, I didn't save as a reference, but here, I'll use this one as a reference and then go back to the Horde version and resim. So there's a pretty large difference in these sets. Now what's happening, right? The gear's the same, right? Well, the Alliance version of the set isn't having the set bonus taken into account when you sim. There's just a problem with the sim and the Alliance version of Tier 9 for Shadow Priest. Now, I was only operating like with the Alliance version of the set. I didn't realize that the Horde was working properly. So all the information that I was going to share in a different video was going to say how the Tier 9 set is actually really bad and we don't want it. But that was because the sim wasn't taking into account the set bonus as I was simming. And that would have been really embarrassing to put out a video that was essentially talking about a set that was, 350, 340 DPS less than what it actually should have been. So I just want to make sure that nobody else makes that mistake. Trial of the Grand Crusader, hopefully coming around in 6 to 8 weeks, I think, are what a lot of estimates are. So if you're getting ready those BIS lists, top 5 lists, however your guild might do loot, just want to make sure that you're simming with correct information. So if you are looking at that Shadow Priest Tier 9 set, make sure that you're not using Velens and that you're using Zabras. Again, same gear, same stats, just different name. I looked at other classes and it doesn't seem, or it seems like all of those sets work properly, Horde and Alliance. I think I looked at Mage and Warlock. So it's just a thing with the Shadow Priest set, it seems. But, if you find any others, definitely throw it in the comments, let people know. But just wanted to point this out so nobody makes the same mistake that I did. I will be putting out a video in the next week, hopefully talking about Tier 9 and the gear we want, but I have a little bit more information to do because a lot of the assumptions I've been working with for the last few weeks are just flat out wrong now. So, thank God I figured this out because if not, that would have been really embarrassing to put out a video because specifically I was talking about how this set, which I made using tier 8, sims higher than that tier 9 set that I showed you that had Velens. So I was going to talk about how do we even want tier 9? The answer is a resounding yes, we do want tier 9. But it wasn't when I was operating under the assumption that this was the DPS I was getting. So anyway, just want to make sure nobody else makes that same mistake when you're looking at gear for next phase. But hopefully put out a video soon with correct information. Anyway, that's all for today. My name's Pantsface, and I'll see you in the next one.